Students, today we're going to talk about how to predict weather, and we're going to continue that conversation. We talked about it earlier in the week. So we're also going to talk a little bit how to read weather maps. Now, after I'm done talking, we'll watch a video with Jamie on how to make clouds in a jar using hairspray. If not, I'll provide the link in Google Classroom if it doesn't work during this video. All right, so we live in the South, so pretty much we need to at least be able to predict weather, especially when hurricanes are coming or during thunderstorms. One common type of weather that people in the low country have to deal with, of course, is hurricanes. And as a student, you may not have to predict if the hurricane is coming because the meteorologist normally let us know. But you can also be able to tell if it's sunny outside or cloudy. All right, a meteorologist is a scientist who studies and predicts weather. Isobars is other vocabulary we'll probably explore later on in another video, but these are lines on maps connecting points with the same air atmospheric pressure. And then you have isotherms, a line on a weather map connecting points with the same temperature at a given time or on average over a given time. So today we are meteorologists, or are we? Today scientists use charts, maps, computers, and other technology to predict weather. Weather can be fairly reliable for short range times, like 5 days, and it's fairly reliable for 5 days. When you get into 10 days, there may be a cold front that comes or a warm front that comes that may mess up the 10-day prediction. Satellites orbit the Earth atmosphere, and this is what the meteorologists use. And that the Earth's exosphere is the uppermost layer of the atmosphere. So you have cameras on these satellites that make images of the Earth surface, clouds, snow covers, and even we'll see storms. Normally, the storm chasers use this. Data is collected by satellite, which includes temperature information about temperatures, solar radiation, humidity, wind direction, and speed. Those are the symbols for the what you see now on the screen are symbols for clouds. You have sunny, cloudy, overcast, thunderstorm. And since we're used to most of these, we don't see the snowy symbol that often. Maybe in December or January this year we had a little colder weather than usual. One I'm not familiar with so much is the rain at night and the cloudy at night because normally when I'm sleeping I don't look at the weather even though I like the weather channel. All right, then we have symbols that represent the cloud covers. So these are represented by circles, and basically a cloud cover. No, when there's no clouds in the sky, you will see an empty circle. Then you begin to see some circles with a half shade and on down. When you get to number 9 and 8, 8 and 9, it's pretty much very cloudy. And then you have this little chart at 9. The sky is so cloudy that you really don't see anything other than clouds. The next symbol is something called weather barbs. You might see this on the Weather Channel. And they represents the weather barbs to let you know the wind speed and how fast it's going. And normally they're represented in something called knots, which is like each knot represents about 1.15 miles. And you'll see these on the Weather Channel. You don't really need to know how to calculate it unless you plan on being a meteorologist. The next symbols you will see are weather front boundaries, where you show cold fronts and hot fronts. And then the one that gets me is something called stationary front. So if the cold front and the hot front are about the same, they sort of almost cancel each other. And they are, and I may not be, I'm not an actual meteorologist, although I have had classes and got a little certificate. I'll show you that later. But the stationary fronts basically mean the cold and the warm fronts are sort of canceling each other. And then you have something called occluded. Another thing I will provide a link for is something called the tornado in a bottle. That's a nice little experiment for those of you that are bored and just need to do something else. So let's go to Jamie now. Let's see if this video for Jamie will load. It's called How to Make that will end our lesson. And right now you see it's about 69 degrees out. got to do it.